I've never felt so triggered as the first time I was made target by my own kin. It starts in Atlanta. I smile, sit down next to a woman I don't know. We are in the MLK Convention Center, a building sacred to us both, but for some reason, she's been watching me since the moment I walked in, eyes looking at only half of my ancestors' tongue, cocking back like she's ready to get some sort of payback. I don't think you're supposed to be wandering around in this building. At first, I take this statement as nothing more than a concern. I look at her with my grandfather's smile and tell her I was told to come in here, that to which she replies, "Did the security guard let you in? It's blazing outside and I've been working in the garden all day. I'm the lightest kid in the room, the only person with colored eyes who can't see color. These are all my brothers. These are all my sisters, but you look at me like slave master, like crack whip. I came here to take you back to the fields, ma'am. I'm sorry, my melanin is not masterpiece enough for you. I apologize for any inconvenience I made of your day. You tell me I can't sit with you. But to be honest with you, I don't have enough Rosa to sit much longer, so I summon all the Martin I can, stay patient, gather my bags, and leave the building. I've never wanted to run more in my life. I wanted out by any means necessary. This is what Malcolm's house must have felt like when it was set on fire. Ma'am, what is the problem? You've never seen me before in your life. You look at me like blinding. Like you've never seen light skin in this housing. Ma'am, I'd like to point out to you that if the backdrop to our conversation was a black wall, we'd both be blending in. The word half has been following me around all my life. I guess now it has finally caught up to me. Half man, half poet, halfway complete, half empty, half black. Ma'am, I don't want this half anymore. If you don't know what half I'm talking about, I'll leave it for you to decide. Ma'am, this is the first time anybody has made me feel less like kinfolk, more like racist. Ma'am, tell me how a mixed boy could be a racist, and tell me how you could call me out on my complexion, then use it against me like I don't already do it enough myself. Ma'am, I must tell you that I have troubles going to my family reunions in August for this exact same reason, because my black body always been bagged inside this cage you call skin. Ma'am, may I ask you something? If a black boy is discriminated against, does he make a sound? Not if he's half white. How come every time I meet someone they have to ask my mom if I'm black instead of me? I know light-skinned is hard to trust, but believe me, breathing has never been easy for me either. Ma'am, I must tell you, you've got the wrong target. I cannot pay for debts I do not own. My blood cannot answer for 60 shots rung out against Sean. I can't take Trayvon out the hoodie. I can't breathe for Mike. I can't step in front of the bullet for Mr. Rice. Ma'am, I'm sorry, I can't take the fear away from black boys and cops in the same sentence. Ma'am, I can't take the fear away from guns. Can't take the free will out of white hands. Ma'am, white hands on a trigger. I've never felt so triggered as the first time I was made target by my own kin. Ma'am, may I suggest you spit that prejudice out of your mouth. Load your handguns with love and start aiming at the right people. All right.